Hi y'all, welcome back to the Do Fate Nation. I am really excited because we're having a couple of things that we're going to be trying on today. We have a couple of brands anywhere from Melt, cosmetics, which we absolutely love. I'm very excited. They're having really fun lunches coming soon. So I'm very excited and hopeful that I can get to an event that they're having in Cerritos, I think it is. Girl, I got to reach out and figure this out because I still have some time to go. Hopefully we can go, me, myself and I, and Felipe himself and himself, you know? We also have Anastasia Beverly Hills. These are the matte lipsticks. I believe these are added shades in the collection. I selected 2 out of they had, I think, 6 of them. I just kind of grabbed what they had available and what I liked best. And I felt like what could gap my collection. And then last but not least, we have these beautiful blushes by Sephora Collections. To be very interested, what am I saying? To be very honest with you, I am excited to try these as well. These kind of give me a vibe of like the lettering of House Labs, maybe when they first started or even now. It's kind of similar, the font, like the House Labs and then the Sephora they're kind of similar in my opinion, right? Tell me, what do you think below? I would love to know. So let's get started. I have a concept, which I'm very excited. I'm actually going to be using this. This is kind of like a get ready with me for DragCon video. I'm literally sipping my little morning, what would we call this? Like a morning shake, right? Like a smoothie. She's Gorgina. She's got, what do you have? She's got lemon matcha, honey. She's got dragon fruit, amongst other goodies in there. We love her. She's very juicy. And yes, let's get into this because I'm excited. I have a concept. I have a vibe. I'm very excited. We went to DragCon for the first time ever last year. It was incredible experience. I was greeted. My first interaction in DragCon was Eureka O'Hara. She was doing like an actual sword fight with a dragon right in the middle of the floor just to kind of bring people, entertainment, which I thought was just very iconic, really, and so respectable. So I'm very excited to see what happens this year. I'm excited. So with that excitement, I want to create a look. I think that the vibe that I wanted to go for mainly in this one, especially utilizing this Electrip. This is such cute packaging, by the way. Like, I just don't think the camera reads off how beautiful and just like mesmerizing this is. Like when you move it, it has different finishes, so it creates kind of like an actual trip visually. It's really nice, and the actual palette looks like this. To the naked eye, personally, I think it's very cute. It kind of reminds me of centipedes if I look at it from far away, or some kind of bug like a roly-poly or something like that. But if I look at it close and I move it, it really is trippy. Like, they did such an amazing job with the construction of this palette. It feels extremely heavy, and it really does feel really great quality. Plus, again, design to me is very retro, almost a little Scooby-Doo. Isn't this like a little Scooby-Doo-y? For sure a little Scooby-Doo. Now, opening her up, we have a lovely mirror in here. Great quality, and I think it's sufficient. It's big enough, sufficiently big enough for whatever eye makeup you're going to be doing. I can definitely see from my forehead down to like my nose, which is such a great angle, especially if I'm going to go in with like eyeshadow. It gives me a good visual from away, but I can also get comfortable with the palette up close. I do believe that I would prefer to use like a setup like this, or like a mirror that I can like see from afar and maybe potentially get a little bit closer, because I feel like this palette is a little weighty, and definitely you're gonna get a little exhausted when you're working with it. You're gonna be like, ooh, baby, this is she's a little heavy. So yes. The vibe and the look that I'm trying to achieve is grunge, slutty, but like a little ethereal. I'm excited. I haven't done a look like this, I don't think, before, and it definitely is going to be a little bit of like editorial high fashion. Hopefully all these descriptions like check the mark when we're done. But yeah, this is this is the palette. This is the girl right here. They have a really nice array of tones. In this way, I feel like you can create a lot of really beautiful, smoky, peacocky, really beautiful blue toned looks that you can go in for like structured, you know, cut crease looks, or you can even do like smokies, which are kind of like my personal favorite. I do love them both. I love makeup in general, so any type of technique I'm happy to work with, but and happy to learn, because I have so much to learn still, right? Every day it's a new thing here. But let me hurry up, because I know we want to get to the look, honey. But this is literally the girl. Like, this green was literally the reason why I purchased this. I'm going to be doing some swatches, getting everything up close, but it's just so gorgeous, so beautiful. It's so pigmented and just like vibrant. It's honestly a gag. I don't actually have any colors like this green one. It's called Magic Mush. The thing that I could think that gets closest to it is probably like the old, I think, bronze Morphe palette. They had a lot of really stunning, beautiful nudes and like metallics. There's a green in there that's similar in tone to this one, not in reflex though. And also a Jeffree Star's Bloodlust palette. In that purple palette, they have like a nice, gorgeous green glimmer, and I loved it. So as soon as I saw this, I really gravitated towards that shade. And I was just like, let me see, because it's interesting. In camera, I think it reads a little bit more golden yellow, but in person, it's more poison ivy, which is very nice. Also, I think I have the Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Well, I have the Jeffree Star Cosmetics. What is that? Money, yeah. Now, this is a 10 eyeshadow palette. It actually doesn't have too many mattes. It only has, what, 4 mattes, and the rest of them, which would be 6. Look at me, mathematician, honey. The rest of them are going to be the Glimmer Shimmer shades. And if I'm honest with you, the quality of the Glimmer Shimmer shades are just, again, the reason why I purchased this palette. I think the red is another reason why I really hounded into the palette. So I don't really know what I'm going to be doing, but I definitely have the concept, and I know I want to lead with red. I also want to lead with a brown, and I just don't know if I want to do a glimmer that's a little bit warmer or cooler. We'll definitely see as I go, but I'm very excited. Again, this is really beautiful and great quality. I'm actually really happy to have this. It's definitely something that I don't necessarily own, and I really don't have these shades laid out like this, and I don't have these types of shimmers, which is just, again, really great. Let's get into swatches, because hello. Now, these are the mattes here. I have Strawberry Fields, which is this beautiful red. Now, first off the bat, very pigmented. We'll be swatching them in a second, but it does feel a little bit dry. I'm going to say this is definitely going to be more of a pressed pigment. Red typically is going to be one of those more drier pressed pigment shades, but I honestly have been trying it, and I really have come to enjoy it. The next matte that we have on the palette, it's called Bang, B-H-A-N-G. Bang. Very cute. Very nice. I feel like that could be a really beautiful blush shade as well, or even a great shade to kind of soften things out in the transitional point where whatever you want to do, you know? Next one is called Reefer. I've never heard of this word, but it sounds like something to do with drug. You know what I'm saying? Like very rich, dark brown, beautiful for an eyeshadow that's going to smoke out, or even a liner. Stunning. I don't necessarily think this would be a good shade for face unless you have a very rich complexion. Then definitely you could use this one for the face, but at least for liner, you know, unlike my complexion, that would work, or a smoke eye for sure, which I think I want to lead with these two, the red and the brown. And then last but not least, we have, these names are very creative, honey. It's P-E-S-E-U-D-O, Pesudo? Pesudo? I have no idea. I really don't. But that's going to be that stunning. This is beautiful. Honestly, these mattes, you see how rich these pigments are? And I'm not digging into them. I'm just giving it a nice little swirl. But you'll be able to see here, they're actually quite smooth. The one that's a little bit more on the dry side, it's going to be the brown. It looks almost black. but you can see it's a little bit more on the dry side as well. But that red, baby, she swatched stunningly. I'm like, work, work. I wish I could do that and like, boom, the look is done. This is so cute. That red swatched like a god. That was beautiful. Yes. Yes, mama. Yes. But yeah, those are the first swatches for the mattes. Let's remove this and apply the shimmers all over. I am so excited to see these in actions. To be honest with you, I feel like when you play like this, it's very intimate play within a palette, and you really do fall in love with the colors. You're like, oh wow, this doesn't look like this in the pan, and I can see myself, you know, wearing this and loving this in such a different way. So I'm very excited to try these. And again, the pigment looks iconic. And to be honest, I wouldn't expect anything less with Melt. They're beautiful and they're incredible, and I love their company. I love the team, and I just recently watched a video which made me fall even more in love with them because they're just so funny. And it's kind of like a vibe. I want to be involved into that world as much as possible because I feel like the best version of myself when I'm, you know, with funny people or being funny. Like I love it. So yeah, these are the mattes. Let's go to the shimmers, baby. Hands are clean. I will note that the aquamarine or like really beautiful kind of bluey tone, which is besudo. That sounds, I hope I'm saying this right. It does stain a little bit. I will note, don't get scared, don't get nervous, honey. It is normal. A lot of the the pressed pigments tend to do this sometimes. So what I will note and what I will say, my piece of advice, is definitely if you're allergic to a lot of different ingredients, do a patch test and see if that works out for you well. But if that's not the case and you're more concerned of stainage, what I would say it's a really good base like P. Louise or anything that, like a concealer, anything that would create a barrier from your skin and the actual palette or pigment in this case will really create that really nice barrier. Remove your makeup and you are stained, even though you applied that layer, I would say apply, not generously, but sufficiently. I think that would be the right term. I would say just use an oil cleanser and girl, you're set. Guaranteed, at least that's been my experience every single time. I've never had any issues in regards to having the product stain me for days, months, whatever. As soon as I do oil cleanser, it completely removes off my complexion, which again, not an issue there. But if you are allergic, highly suggest you to, you know, definitely do the patch test. Now, hovering over to these beautiful shimmers, we have Head Trip, which is a beautiful kind of like Pluto orange. Is Pluto even orange? Honestly, I felt it in my soul. We're going to confirm if it is orange. But this is what Pluto looks like. That reflection already is giving me life. It just looks wet, which my mouth literally waters. Like that is honestly my obsession, like wet, shimmery, diamondy, like highlighters, or like highlighting shades on the lid, like, baby. Like, it's just, honestly, the reflection of this is just rich. It's quality. They feel baked. I wonder where these guys are made. Let me see. In the USA. Okay, they're definitely putting in that work, that effort. Oh, look at this one. Yes! That's a highlighter, baby. Like inner corner, top of the brow, the nose contour. This is so beautiful. Like stunning. Both of these are very rich, very luxe. Love them. This is Saturn. I know it's Saturn. Now, far out, it's this really interesting cosmic deep foresty green. Oh, no! No, you can't do this to me. You really cannot do this to me. Like, this is just calling out in so many ways. Oh, this is so sexy. So grunge. Like, hello? Maybe I should do this on the bottom here with, like, a smoked out. Like, yes. Okay, maybe we're going to do that. We're going to do red on the top, smoke it out, you know, give it, like, very cunty vibes. And then in the bottom, maybe, like, the black, brown, and smoke this out. I don't know. Oh, these are beautiful. Listen, I didn't even swatch this one, but this is Gorgina. Gorgina has arrived to the party, honey. Now, this is called Galactic Love. Such a cute name. I wonder if it's going to have like a purple pink reflex because of that love word. No, this is more like true blue, more smoky. It has a little shift of a green on there. But it's so interesting because in person it looks more purple. When you're moving, it has more of like a blue reflex. But if I'm putting it against the light, it looks more of like a turquoise with like a straight up wood dark green. And on camera it looks more blue. It's so interesting. Nice, nice. I like the fact that it's shading and it's doing this really cute. Now let's do Blue Heaven, which honestly, it just looks so cute. It's like a pastel blue. Nice, okay. Good reflection. To be very honest with you, I expected this to be a little bit more juicy, but this is just a finger pressed. I'm going to do the swiping and see how that works. But this is really cute. I just expected it to be a little bit more metallic, but this might just be a topper shade. Ran out of fingers, so let's do a swatch and see. We're starting off again with Miss Head Trip. Oof, just very creamy. This reminds me almost like a pumpkin. It's just like bright, oof, like fire. Yes, okay. Excuse me, I get very excited. Next is Saturn. Oh my God, this feels really nice too. Oof, baby! No, wow, okay, Saturn girl, I see you. She actually felt really smooth going through. I don't know, this might be my favorite. Far Out looks so gorge. Like, baby. Oh, yes. Look at that. No. Like, this is just like Gorgina. Like, honestly, it's just so smoky and sexy and eleganza, extravaganza. I gotta throw all these words in here. Who else do we have to go? Galactic Love. Such a cute name. So retro. Galactic Love. Or revive. No, literally, these are readings. I'm not trying to exaggerate. Mel, if you're watching, I'm not trying to do this to look good. Girl, like in camera, they're just shocking. They're beautiful. This metallic is just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let me focus. Galactic Love, we got that. Let's do Blue Heaven. Girl, please come for me. I beg of you, come for me. Yes. Are we like living? What's going on here? Okay. Yes. Oof. She's juicy. She's very juicy. She didn't look as juicy on the finger, but she's definitely looking very wet. Yes. I love this formula. Who do we go here with? Let's go with Magic Mush. That's the last shimmer in the palette, which was the shimmer that made me want to purchase this. This is a shimmer here. It's just like, I don't have words. Honestly, it's just gagged, gooped, diseased. The boots house town, mama. That's that metallic green. Yes, yeah. Honestly, looking at this, I just don't even know what I want to do now. This is so stunning. That blue. Oof. This like chrome divine green gold. It's just iconic. Wow. There's a lot of really great options here. Leave down the comment down below which one did you love, and if you've tried this palette, what is your vibe? Like, what are you going for? This is too good. This is 100%. Even for these ones, I would have purchased a palette alone. With Sephora blushes, we're very excited to have these. They're honestly really, really fun, really cool. I love, honey, this packaging. It's nice and lightweight, which is a blessing because these packagings are getting very heavy. Like, for example, no shade intended. It's stunning, beautiful. We love her. Like, she's the icon, the everything, boom, 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 whatever you want to call her. But this is just skinny. She's mini. She's like snatched. She's stackable. Like, definitely it won't take as much space. So if you're someone who's working and moving around with, whether it is your makeup or like makeup for an actual kit to work on someone, I think these are actually really, really nice. I have tried these on my complexion before, and to be quite honest with you, I have had a lovely experience with them. So I'm very excited to really to really get in today and reapply them for sure. Starting off, I want to show you here the 17 Hey Jealousy. This is colorful blush. It's a matte formula. Now, if I swatch it in my hand, which I will, you'll be able to see a little bit of glimmer. I have been removing, the Electrip palette out, with the wipey. So there is still a little bit of residue of glimmer. Please note that that is what it's causing the shimmer, not that the actual product has the shimmer. Now, this is more of like a cool toned berry type of feel. It almost gives me a little bit of a mauve, but not quite. When I'm swatching it, very pigmented, very silky. Definitely more of a pink, berry mauve feel to the skin, but very elegant, and I think it's very wearable and very beautifying for all complexions. So definitely Summer 17 is a cute option for sure. And I have number 50 as well. This is going to be over the top. You don't have to say it like that. You can just say over the top. However, when in Rome, right? We're over the top with over the top. You know what I'm saying? So swatching her here, she's more of a coral, hot, kind of sunburned feel. Very pretty, very pretty. It's very elegant. I love, 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 love this tone. I honestly can't pick and choose because they're both really, really stunning, but I think this is actually really wearable. I think this is really springy and really cute as well, but I kind of feel like I would use a lot more of this first one than the second one on a daily basis. I feel like I would use this gorgeous mauve feel right back here and then top it off with like a soft, gentle pink to kind of tie everything together. And same concept with this one. I do like to finish things off with a pink hue. It's just my preference, my vibe. You don't have to do it like that. But if you do, let me know in the comments down below how you love or not love. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? For Anastasia Beverly Hills, we have these two beautiful shades here, one being Pink Hush, and the other one is Blush Brown. These are the matte lipsticks, and yeah, they're the girls. I believe these are additions to their actual lip line. They have really beautiful colors in that line. They really do. They have beautiful products in general. The way they apply and the way they kind of work, it's just really, really nice. Now, we did show these in the unboxing. To be very fair with you, the bottom of this lip reminds me, like this, reminds me of a Gucci lip. 100%. Like the actual bottom of the lip, the twisty, like absolutely a Gucci lip. But the cap reminds me so much of an Urban Decay feel. So very excited to use these. Very excited to have this. This one in particular is Hush Pink. Stunning. So beautiful. It's one of these colors that you can line and really make it as bold as you want, or you can keep it as soft and natural as you prefer. Just gorgeous, 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 beautiful glide on the actual product. Even though it's matte, you're not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes, that's the vibe. And this is Blush Brown. Now again, same concept. Gorgeous bullet. It's kind of classic, looks just really soft and velvety. I'm giving it a couple of goes so we can really express and push the pigment. It's really gorgeous. I think also works so beautifully. Both of them on the lips, I think, are a gag. And you can definitely use these within each other as well. I would do, maybe we should do that today. Maybe I should do like an ombre with like the pink blush on the center and then kind of, smoking it out with Miss Gorgina here, Miss, what is it? Blush Brown. Yeah, let's get into this makeup look, girls, because you know what? 40 of you are watching, or 10, or maybe 15, or maybe 1,000. I don't know. But, I want to have some fun. So let's get this party started, honey. All right, so I went and got my P. Louise's. Now, girl, don't gag. Here's the tea. Here is the tea. I just said tea. Tea. This is the tea. Not the tea. The tea. This is the tea. Listen, I purchased this and I want to use it. So I am not about to play these games. I am going to use this today. But what I want to do is I want to do one eye with like a combo. Because of course I'm not going to do the entire eye red. But I want to do a combo. And then I want to do one with just the regular one. The reason why I want to do that is because I want you to see if it works any different and if there is any patchiness with something that doesn't have the actual underneath of tone. So very excited to do that. I love P. Louise. At first I didn't really think that I was gonna need it or love it or whatever the case may be, but boy was I wrong. Like, we live for P. Louise in this house. We have the blushes now. We have a little bit of everything. So a lot of fun reviews coming up very soon. We just have to get to work with them, and balancing real life and like this is hard because, you know, I need like 20 versions of me to do it and do it right. So where's my little hand mirror? Hide something out. But we're about to pick one right here, right now, and get to it. Okay. This is cute. We love her. She's definitely creamy and dreamy. You know, I really came to fall in love with these P. Louises when I did, what was it, a cut crease? I'll put a picture up here, girl. She was looking Gorgina. I did like this beautiful lavender kind of purpley double cut crease or like floating liner. I don't even know what to call it, but I fell in love. I fell in love with it. I took Gorgina shots. Like, it was one of my proud moments where I was like, yes, okay, I can push my boundaries and, you know, potentially become a more skilled artist, which I think that's my first and foremost priority. You know, when it comes down to doing makeup, I want to be able to provide quality for anybody who's seeking the services, but also for you guys that are watching and potentially getting a trick or two, or just coming in for the kiki, haha, boom, boom. You know, I just want you to have a good time. And of course, within that good time, we have good quality makeup. I hope the camera catches that, because I was like, is someone in here? And it's my upstairs neighbor, girl. Yes, mama. Oh my God, just recently, I've been getting into, like, I'm not even playing around. Like, I've been getting really into, Anastasia's Beverly Hill. Well, not necessarily, that's what I've been using to like really lift her, but I've been really getting into carving certain areas of the brow to like, create light and Gorgina-ness on there. I'm living. What do we do? Let's do this one. This is a packing brush, a little bit more dense. The reason why I'm using this is because I want to have a little bit of control, and I'm going to go right off of the bat with this one. Where do we want to place? Let's pick up the product. Easy to pick up, definitely has some fallout. I'm not mad at the fallout, and it's because it's a powder. So you can dust it off. I don't like smoking on them, like, you know, blowing on them or anything like that. That's just very gross and unsanitary, and you're just looking for trouble at that point. So you can either tap or you can swirl down. And I want to start it off right in like the corner. Already, baby. She's depositing. She's coming through. Are we seeing this? Okay. Right. What's going on here? What's the tea, girl? What's the tea, honeybee? Who are you most excited to see in DragCon? I'm super gagged for so many people, and I don't ever talk like gag gooped or whatever, but when in Rome, right? Oh, hiya! This is the final look, and I'm like obsessed. I wanted to do something a little bit different, something a little bit grungy. I think I incorporated a great majority of the actual shades on the Electrip palette by Melt. The only row that I didn't really touch on were a Galactic Love, Besudo, and Magic Mush. Those were the only three that I did not touch, and I'm excited to do a second look. If you want to see a second look where I can do maybe something a little bit more ethereal, maybe not something as like, you know, cunty and cut on this one. I kind of like, I'm vibing with this. I feel like a little fireball. I feel like, hello, she has arrived. The palette itself worked so beautifully. Like, honestly, so happy to have this in my repertoire, darling. Honestly, if you haven't gotten this, you absolutely must. There's so many things that you can do with this. And honestly, it's a vibe, 110%. Even if you're like, well, you know what, I have a red shadow, I highly encourage you to really explore this palette because of the shimmer shades alone. Love her. So happy I have her. Melt rocked it out. And again, packaging is so stunning. Love her, love her, love her, love her. Now, blushes. I did apply both. I have them kind of like simmered in here. You know, I've melted into the complexion. They're really beautiful. Personally, my favorite is 50, which is over the top. Just stunning, gorgeous, so pigmented, but again, so easy to use. Definitely also had a really, really good time with Hate Jealousy, which is 17. Gorgeous, very, very, very stunning, very just elegant on the complexion. Just really, really enjoyed both of these for the price, and definitely there's a lot of varieties. Girl, you know they're selling out because a little bit of TikTok, but they're iconic. Love them. Absolutely recommend them if you haven't tried them. It's an affordable option for really beautiful everyday wearable colors. Now, Miss Anastasia. Both of them are iconic. So, of course, I did a nude cool toned lip liner to kind of just enhance the lip a little bit. Then I went in with the stunning blush brown all over, leaving the center a little bit bare. And then I went in with the center in Hush Pink, meshed that guy in together. And just because I'm that kind of girl, I literally love Give Beauty's gloss. I did use, what was it, Doll? Where is she? Hello? Oh, here she is. Okay. I used Dolled Up by just a little bit on the center, just to give it a little bit of iridescence, because I did want to have a little bit of a monochrome moment with like all of this juice happening on the skin. Honestly, I am obsessed, and I'm thankful that you guys have watched this video so far. We can't begin to tell you how excited and thankful we are for all of your support. If you haven't joined the Duvet Nation, baby, this is the time. Do you see me? Like, hello? Hi? I'm living. I honestly am gagging over this. So cute. Definitely the girl. Leave in the comment down below, what did you think? If you're vibing with any of these products, if you've, you know, discovered anything new, I'm excited to read them. So definitely let us know below, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.